For most of my life, I was a cold person to the girls around me. Not because I hated them or despised them, but it was because I just couldn't care about them. Like, when it came to 99% of the topics that they often talked about with each other, I just wasn't compatible with them at all. Like most of the women in our class, especially in my primary school days, they just like to sit down in a groups of like 10 and just gossip about everything that you can think about. Our classmates, their friends who lived like 10 kilometers away from our school. Like they like to go out shopping and partying and stuff like that. Meanwhile, I was just there, sitting in the front of the class, just doing my things, like watching YouTube videos, learning about history, about the universe, and slowly but surely about self improvement and how to actually talk to women. Hmm. I found something really weird. Even though I didn't care about women, I still wanted to improve my social intelligence with women. I didn't call it as improving my social intelligence back then. But you see, I just wanted to get some social gratification from them. Because even though, yeah, I knew that in the future they wouldn't be my future wife, but still, I wanted to get at least some kind of relationship with them going, so that I would have some kind of social gratification, to get actually some experience at talking with them, so that I know how it is to, speak to them and have a normal conversation with them. And it is safe to say that I really desired the feminine energy in my life. So much so that I literally became more feminine as a result. I became what I needed. I started to act way more feminine. I started to make way more feminine noises. I started to spend more time on social media. Well, of course, I never went that far to, go out partying, take drugs, to drink alcohol, and other bullshit like that. And I noticed something. Like, yeah, sure, these, quote, low quality women in my class, they talk to me more. But the higher quality women, they didn't talk to me as much even before, but now it was even less. I don't know why, but they found this new personality of mine, this more upbeat, this more smiley person. Not as compatible with them, probably, and not as attractive. Keep in mind, this was around the time when I was like 14 years old. Back then, I didn't groom myself, I didn't brush my teeth, I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. to record videos like these, I barely worked out, my mental health was shit. Yeah, and yet still here I was, trying to become like my surroundings that I wasn't compatible with, so that I would get some kind of social gratification. Yeah, like sure, the social gratification did come. I did talk to more people as a result when I became this more happier person, quote, and when I tried to blend in with the people around me. But as a result, I lost the respect that I had for myself. And in summer of 2023, I watched these self-improvement videos about how to talk to women, and one of the advice was the best advice that I've heard in my entire life. It was that if you want to attract money and women into your life, you must not be needy and instead act like you don't care about them. And let me tell you, bro, with one of my family friends, it succeeded 100%. Because all of a sudden, they start to ask me, they start to fantasize about me. They start to ask my mom questions like, what happened to him? He has become more serious and masculine. But there was a catch, however. Like, sure, it did succeed in the short term, but in the long term, it did not. And it took me like few more months of self-improvement to actually figure this out. And I learned this in another self-improvement video that yeah, sure, not being needy is like the first step, but having a purpose in life as a man, that is the step two of attracting women and money into your life. It is to have some kind of a mission, like for example, a business, something that makes you money, something that gives value to the outside world. So immediately I started asking myself, how can I deserve money and women? Well, it is to give value to the outside world, to teach other people how they can get advanced in their self improvement journey, for example, Like, how can they improve their mental health, their physical health, their wealth journey, for example, and relationships with other people. And let me tell you, bro, when I started to actually make something for myself, before I had this YouTube channel, I was making these like low quality courses that I was writing in like Word documents. And eventually I wanted to sell them on like Kajabi or something like that. And as I was working on them tirelessly every single day and writing like 4,500 words every single day, my mom literally was so interested in me that the conversations with her were effortless. And as you may already come to a conclusion that those courses never went as far as, reaching the point beyond my computer. But still, they helped me tremendously with making this YouTube channel. Because every time I say to my mom that I had a video that has reached over 100 views, her entire day literally gets made. And so, the way to stop acting so feminine all the time is to actually get the feminine energy to be done by others, to actually find your purpose in life, and then aligning it to some kind of a business model so that you give value to the outside world from this mastery of yours. And then, after you work on this business model for months, probably even an entire year, and when you get the delayed gratification, like when you actually start to make some money from it, that's when the woman will come also and they will do the feminine energy for you. And after a year of working on something, your self esteem, your confidence, your self respect will go up tremendously. Like, for example, me on my fitness journey, my muscles 1 year ago were like 3 times smaller than they are now. Now, bro, every time that I look in the mirror, in the presence of my parents, and I slightly flex a little bit, they always say stuff like, "Oh yeah, I have this, I have this, I have this." They just make fun of me because back in like winter, when I was working really hard on myself and I didn't really go outside as much, and when I truly saw the progress of my exercising journey really paying off, I every time I looked in the mirror, I was telling myself, bro, they have grown so much, what the fuck? And now they repeat it every time I slightly flex in the mirror. Yeah, remember this. A woman's fulfillment comes from the relationships that she has with the people around her, and a man's fulfillment comes from his purpose in life. And so that's what you need to prioritize above everything as a man, your mission on this earth. You need to prioritize it even above money too, and above relationships. Because like I already said, when you become this needy, slimy maggot, you repel money and woman. That's why you need to have something more fulfilling than them. Like for example, my purpose in life, my current purpose that I have right now is to get more advanced in my mental health and to improve it as much as I can and then teach it to the people around me. That's what I'm really good at. And the relationships with the people around me, like for example, respect from my family members, the love from my mom, for example, who's really supportive, and the money that I will make in the future, those are just assets. They are just byproducts of your purpose. Because yeah, sure, you can stay at level 1 of being masculine, of not caring about women and money, and yeah, sure, they will come to you when you act like you have something more than them, something more fulfilling. And you can stay like that for the rest of your life. Like, I'm not stopping you. If you just got that, if you just remember that from this video, then this video will serve its purpose. Because the point of this video is for me to make your life better. However, if you're watching this video almost 10 minutes in, then I know that you're striving to become the best version of yourself. And I know that you don't want to act shallowly like this, that you actually have this purpose in life, when actually you're a loser who spends 99% of his time in instant gratification activities in his free time, like, scrolling on the YouTube homepage for 10 hours straight. Yeah. But honestly, if you just settle for level 1, or not even implement level 1 in your life, like for example, you continue to act feminine like you were before you start watching this video, then you deserve to get treated as a fucking bitch that you are. Think about it. You are prioritizing something that you're chasing. If you chase a rabbit, you won't catch it. It will run away from you, right? But if you build a carrot farm, it will come to you and then you can have it. That's exactly what having a purpose in life, making a business is. The business will bring the woman to you, like the rabbits to your carrot garden. And money too. Like bro, no offense to you, but if you won't take action after watching this video, if you don't go and actually find your purpose in life, then you will continue to have the same testosterone levels like you have right now. Your self-esteem won't go up, your self-respect too. You will continue to be the same loser until the day that you die. And I don't want you to be like this. I want you to improve yourself, god damn it, so that you can tackle the chains that the system has brought upon us. Like for example, social media. I want you to quit watching YouTube, and my business is on YouTube. Think about how insane that is. I'm making videos like these to improve men's mental health. I make you prioritize something that will give you more fulfillment than just, having pointless conversations with your classmates, with your low valuable classmates that are living for the short term, for the instant gratifications, for the instant pleasures, apart from actually working on something for months on end and getting the delayed gratification. I want you to have a better life for yourself. Please, help yourself at least once in your entire life and get on to self-improvement. Those are the researching, the good habits like meditation, journaling, gratitude journaling, find your purpose in life, which we will do in this video, by the way. Improve your discipline, your willpower, your productivity. All of these little things, if you just level them up passively and actively too, over time, they will pay off tremendously. And once you master in your early years, it is like a treasure that you will find in your later years when you're older. And so what is this purpose in life that I'm talking about? Well, my friend, it is this authentic activity that just feels natural to you when you do it. For me, it is teaching. When I teach you something, I'm completely mindful. I have no thoughts in my head. And I completely, 100% focus on you and only you. And for example, for you, it may be something completely different. Like for example, playing the piano, learning a language, learning to be successful at affiliate marketing. It can be literally anything. Anything, as long it brings you into a state of flow. Like nothing exists but just you and the activity. This activity is so fulfilling to you. It brings you so much joy and happiness when you do it that 3 hours feel like 5 minutes. And this is exactly what is happening to me. I am recording this video, like for example, for like 25 minutes now, and yet it feels like 6 minutes probably. That's how overpowered this is. And it brings you actual fulfillment that you're seeking with the relationships. Because not only it brings you happiness and something that your mind can be focused on, because keep in mind, it is natural to you and you're naturally better at it than 99% of the people in the world because they struggle with it. Yet you do it so effortlessly. Also in the future, when you stay hard and consistent at it, and if you work on it tirelessly like we do in our Discord clan, if you combine it with some kind of a business model that you know you can be successful in, that you know that will fulfill you, and that you know that you want to experience hardships, mistakes, trials and tribulations to get successful in it, then you get genuinely something so overpowered that will bring you delayed gratification like there's no tomorrow in like a year probably, or 6 months if you're truly dedicated to it. It can be in the form of respect from the men around you, and the respect from women, and possibly even love, money, improving your physical health because your mental health is going up, your self-respect is improving. You get what I'm saying. Fruits of your labor will eventually come back. You will have an amazing feast. And so how do you find this purpose? Well, go grab a pen and a notebook where you can write your thoughts, and go somewhere where society cannot influence you and reflect on these two questions. If I had financial, location, and time freedom, what would I be doing every single day? And second of all, what is something that everyone has been ever since I was little, telling me that I'm naturally better at it than 99% of people. I wondered about these questions for days on end, but you can do this during the weekend. And as I continued to journal my thoughts about these two questions, I continued to ask myself why and why and why and why over and over again. It eventually became clear. I wanted to become a teacher because that truly fulfills me, and so I combined it with YouTube. And now I am way more masculine than ever before because I actually get the respect from the people around me. I don't have to be this needy, slimy worm that I was when I was 14 years old because I have something going for myself. And not just this business model, but my self improvement as a whole. I improve my mental health every single day. I go to the gym, and when I don't, I just work out at home. I have actual friends that I can talk to. I have like a 7 out of 10 physique that I'm truly proud of. I'm not making any money yet, but I don't have to worry about that anymore. And women are finally starting to notice me. And I mean those high quality women that you can think about, possibly even future wife quality. But of course, even now, after months of being on self improvement, probably an entire year, I still have a long journey ahead of me, but I'm looking forward to it. And so, if you want to join me and other people who share the same values as you, if you want to grow with us in this fight against the big corporations that have been fucking up our potentials ever since we were young, like think about it. You've had YouTube ever since you were like 4 years old. They were already sabotaging you when you were like a kindergartner. How fucked up is that? And in our Discord clan, we fix our attention spans. We are there for each other. And if you're watching this video almost 17 minutes in, then I know that you have way more potential than you think you have, because you can actually sit down and do the work. I know that you will become a powerful asset to us, and I know that a great life is lying ahead of you. So will you join us on our path to become the best version of ourselves? Or will you disappoint yourself again? I know that you'll make the right choice. You can like the video, you can subscribe if you like, join the email list in the description and get yourself a free ebook. Comment on which part of the video you liked the most, what you will implement in your life and what you have learned. And as a bonus tip, there is one good habit that will help you so much when you level it up every single day with your thoughts and with leveling up for the future, with actually getting on the right path. And that is journaling. Do it every single day before you go to sleep. Write down your thoughts that have been plaguing your mind the entire day and ask yourself why. Trust me, this is a very powerful, good habit that will help you tremendously down the line. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you.